Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about the OnePlus 9 Pro. And this is a smartphone that I basically praised, and it's 2023, and this phone was released like 2 years ago. And I still think that this is one of the most interesting smartphones to come out in recent years. But there is one thing that I don't like about it, and it's just so annoying. You know, I was just about to make a video called "If I Had to Pick an Android Device, which one would I pick?" Because I normally use my iPhone 14 Pro. This is a beautiful smartphone, by the way. But if I was to switch over to Android, and there's many reasons we want to switch to Android, the OnePlus 9 Pro, I just think it's such a wonderful device. It's not too expensive these days, and it's got so many cool features that still in 2023, with the Galaxy S23 Ultra coming out, this smartphone still has some things that even those flagship devices do not have. So a couple of those things is that, for example, you can take 50 megapixel photos with the ultra wide camera. That's pretty cool. You can record 8K on the ultra wide. And if you take something like the Galaxy S23 Ultra, you can't do those things, okay? You can only do that on the main sensor. Now, given that the Galaxy S22 and 21, you could take 100 megapixel photos, and it does have that 10x zoom lens. And also there is the fact that now with the S23 Ultra, you can record these 200 megapixel photos, which is just amazing. I really love it. But the OnePlus 9 Pro is still the smartphone that I like the most. I think that the design is very beautiful on this smartphone. I think that the cameras are excellent, a bit oversaturated perhaps, but you can definitely fix that in post-production. And I really like the monochrome camera, which I've talked about in different videos. But essentially, you know, the screen, the speed, everything about this smartphone is just beautiful. And one of the most interesting aspects of the OnePlus 9 Pro is the turbo warp charging. Like, you can charge this bad boy really fast. Okay, I digress. In this video, I wanted to share what I don't like about the OnePlus 9 Pro. And this is perhaps not something that most people really care about, but for someone like me, a content creator, somebody who takes stock photos, stock videos, it's important to me. You know, it's a camera feature, okay? So I bought a couple of USB-C microphones because this one does not have a 3.5 plug, which is totally fine. You know, it's 2023. We don't use those things anymore, but it does have USB-C. And so I thought, let's try a lavalier mic. Let's try a wireless microphone with USB-C. I dropped it. And I was just curious to test it out, you know, see if I can vlog with this thing. So I plugged it in and it doesn't work. The native camera app, which is fantastic in every way, shape and form, it's got everything you would want, but you can't change the audio recording from the internal phone microphone. Dumb, like it's really stupid, OnePlus. I don't know why you have it. So you can download third-party apps, like you can get the Gcam app, which is great for photos, or you can get Open Camera. But the problem with these third-party apps is that sometimes they crash, and also you can't record in 8K on third-party apps. Like, I haven't found a third-party app that lets you record in 8K. If you know an app, maybe you can recommend. And if you use those third-party apps, you can actually go into the settings and you can select which microphone you want to record on. And then you can record with these external microphones. But when it comes to the native camera app, where you get access to 8K, you just can't do it, which is silly. It's sad. Like, even on the iPhone, you know, a lot of people talk about the iPhone and, you know, how Apple is locking everything and it's impossible to do this or that. But even on the iPhone, you can select which microphone you want to use. Like, there's no problem plugging in an external microphone and start recording videos with the native app. So why is this such a difficulty for OnePlus? You know, I just can't really wrap my head around it. Like, why are they not giving us the choice to select an external microphone? Now, there are other workarounds as well. For example, you can start WhatsApp and start a video conversation, and then you can quickly switch over to the native camera app and start recording. But it just bothers me. It's just this tiny little thing that you can't do it on the OnePlus 9 Pro. It just bothers me because this would have been such a cool vlogging device. Like, the image stabilization is good, and I just see so many things I could have used this thing for. But when it comes to audio quality, like if you're recording indoors, you need to have an external microphone because the audio quality is just not going to be good. Now, the only thing that OnePlus lets you do in the native camera app is that you can sort of select a normal recording mode or a smart recording mode. And the smart recording mode, it's just for, you know, like wind noise canceling and stuff like that. So they give you that, but they don't give you the option to record with an external microphone. So if I was gonna vlog with this thing, I would have no choice but to either record in a lower resolution, you know, using something like the Gcam, or record the audio separately using something like a Zoom H1 audio recorder or something like that. But why? Why put this limitation? It just bugs me. Like, this smartphone is just so beautiful and fantastic in so many ways, and it just has this one little thing, and you can't do it. You can't use an external microphone unless you know, sacrifice the resolution and use third-party apps. Such a sad thing. I think it's really sad. And it's one of those things where you kind of go like, you know, this is why I don't want to fool around with Android, because every Android device has a lot of issues, you know, and it's a jungle out there. There are so many Android devices. If it's not that, then it's another thing, you know. And on iPhones, as boring as they are, at least most things work pretty great. But I mean, this thing is not perfect either. Like, for example, if you want to switch from the front facing to the back camera while recording, you can't do it. Like, Android it's been possible on Android devices for many years, but on iPhone, nope, just can't do it. So no smartphone is perfect, we know that. And I'm sort of curious about the S23 Ultra. Can you plug in an external microphone on the S23 Ultra? Do you have any experience with S22 or S21 Ultra? It would be really cool to know. But for now, you know, I know it sounds like a very tiny thing, but honestly, that's the one thing that really gets me so frustrated and upset, that's one of the main reasons why I would not be able to switch to using this as my main camera, because I can't use this to vlog, you know? Such a shame, such a sad shame. Okay, that's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed this little video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. By the way, yeah, I did cut my hair. It's a bit shorter than I wanted it to be, but yeah, sometimes you do things like that. Anyway, just gonna keep talking a little bit more. I want to reach 10 minutes, and the reason for that is not because I want, you know, more ads and more time for the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. It's because this video, I'm gonna try to record it, a 10-minute video clip, and it will be this clip, and I'm gonna try to edit this clip on an external SSD and on the internal, and see if there's a huge difference when it comes to, you know, exporting times and importing times and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I had for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. I already said that. Okay. Bye-bye.